Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring Midnight, Legacy of Darkness. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review, featuring this Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition setting, where evil rules supreme and being good is considered a sin, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about the Gnomes. The Gnomes are a clever and resourceful people. Though it is well known that they share ancient kin with the dwarves, even the Kurgan do not like to claim responsibility for the lineage. Gnomes are barely taller than halflings, with only a slightly stouter build. They are bronze-skinned but pale-eyed, with jet black hair that they keep short, as they are constantly in and out of the water. Gnomish culture and history reflect their adaptable nature. Their nimble outlook on life allowed them to first move from mountain life to that of the coastal hills of the Ivan Sea, and from there to become adroit seafarers and river runners. Though they were forced to flee before the onslaught of the Dornish invasion, their solicitous demeanors and mercenary hearts allowed them to return to their conquerors, bearing little ill will and offering their services as merchants and guides. Through all these years and new trading partners, the Gnomes always knew that their conquerors longed only for land and goods. With the coming of Isrador, this has not been the case. They cannot fool themselves into believing that the fallen god and his minions will be content to let the survivors of the war live their lives in peace. Whatever the eventual goals of the Shadow, the Gnomes know that Eredain cannot survive the heavy-plated burden of his orcs and the dark mantle of his legates. But the Riverface's strength was not in war. So, as always, they bowed before their new masters and offered to serve, or so it seemed. Though the Gnomes have been subjugated along with the halflings, they continue to enjoy a sort of freedom. Even the forces of the Shadow need to transport cargo and soldiers, and the river barges of the Gnomes suit this purpose well. Most other former free peoples see the cost of this semi-freedom as the worst kind of enemy collaboration. What few realize is that the Gnomes fight the fallen god in their own way, as consummate spies and smugglers. It is their secret trade that keeps weapons, magic and information flowing among the former free peoples of Eredain. Eredain's Gnomes wear loose pants and garish vests marked with the trader seal of their family. Rafters carry sharp daggers hidden in their belts and use small crossbows to spear pike or to protect their crews from hungry river eels. Let's talk about the gnome traits. Your ability score increase lies in charisma and intelligence. Gnomes typically mature at the same rate humans do, but if they are smart and lucky, they can live to be anywhere from 350 to 500 years old. Gnomes tend to be between 3 and 4 feet tall, and they usually weigh around 40 pounds. Your size is small. Your base walking speed is low. You gain 1 heroic path feat of your choice. You have dark vision. You have gnomish cunning, that is, you have advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws against magic. You are proficient in athletics, insight, and persuasion, and have proficiency with water vehicles as well. You can speak, read, and write Erenlander and the Trader's Tongue, and you can speak 2 other languages of your choice. This concludes this part of the review. In the next part, we are going to talk about halflings. So I really like the Gnomes. I like how they have to pretend to be slaves to the Shadow, to the darkness, but in a covert way, they are actually helping the free peoples. So if you want to play as a tragic hero sort of character, an individual that does many good things but is not thanked for them, and is even antagonized in general, you should choose Gnome as your species. However, I would have preferred it if you had a few Gnome races, because that way you would have some variations to appearance and traits, and you wouldn't feel so boxed in into playing a specific type of Gnome. Thank you for watching this part of the review, and thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. Once again, thank you, and see you later.